so much new personnel at Towson, new coaching staff, new offensive system, everything. What sort of window does that give you guys on defense?
It's pretty challenging seeing how, for the coaching staff, it's brand new, coach from West Florida and Stetson. So, I mean, it's a whole different scheme than Towson's been running in the past. So we have to watch film on, West Florida and Stetson, but that's not the personnel we're going to go up against. So we got to still know who their players, star players are. And that's also pretty hard because their starting quarterback's gone. They have a lot of new guys too. So that's some of the challenges. Yeah.
Beau, losing Jacorian and Deontay to the NFL and then adding Jaquan over to the secondary room, how have you guys kind of meshed off the field, off practice, just to get to really know each other before the season starts?
Yeah, I mean, we felt like that was one of the biggest things we had to do was create a relationship together since, both our starting two cornerbacks from the past, 3-4 years just went to the draft. So throughout the whole offseason, throughout summer and camp, we've been building that relationship, off the field, of course, like in the watching film, maybe we're just hanging out at each other's places. But, that for Jaquan, that's how we really got to know him. And then we've known I came in when he was a freshman, he was, all Big Ten. So, I mean, we got dogs, we've had dogs in the past, and, our cornerback room, I love it every time, we're out there.
You also had some turnover with the position coaches, with the new safeties coach with Zach Spavital coming in.
Mm-hmm.
What has he kind of brought to the room that maybe has differed from past years, and how have you gotten to know him a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he's brought a different mindset, not like he's brought a different mindset and different way we can look at the game. He knows a lot about like offense. His brother being a head coach and offensive coordinator in the past. He's friends with Cliff Kingsbury, so I mean, the way he sees the game is very different than how I have been taught in the past or like how I've known the game to be. Every time I come in front of the media, I speak about, the bright side of having all those coaches. Like, you would think that's a bad thing to have 4 coaches in 4 years. But I mean, everything I've learned from those different coaches, I wouldn't have learned if I had one of them the whole time. So I mean, he's done a great job since he's been here. I feel like the whole safety room has grown a lot, and we've become also closer. So yeah.
Wanted to ask about Jayshon. Just how has he grown even from that first year to next year? What are you kind of expecting from him?
I'm expecting a first team All Big Ten, an All American for him. He's a dog. I seen that last year, and I think everyone saw that last year, glimpses of it throughout the season. And I mean, sadly, there was some some games he didn't play last year, but I mean, he just got bigger, faster, stronger, and he's a smart, intellectual player, and I think that's some of the things people don't know about him, but I think that they're gonna see it this year. Yeah.
Sorry, slightly. Oh, I guess forgetting my question because I'd like to. But I guess how does the team feel about like the week or the game coming up, this season opener this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty pumped for it. We're excited for it. First game since bowl game. So I mean, it's really exciting. Of course, we're playing Maryland. We're not playing Towson or whoever our opponent is that week. We're playing Maryland, and we're trying to do the best we can do. Play to our standard, which is perfection.
Considering how the last few years have gone, brought up the bowl game and back-to-back bowl wins, how confident is this group going into the season, and how does this first game build towards the goals you guys have taken a step further?
Yeah, we're pretty confident, but also we know we got a lot to prove. We'll always have doubters, especially being Maryland in the Big Ten. So I mean, every day we go in acting like we have something to prove, no matter who we are, even if you're like Talia, who just was up here. Act like you got something to prove every day, because you do. So, I mean, we work and grind every day, and we can't wait to show what we got on Saturday.
Thank you.
Well, if you could address how the game day experience has been the last couple of years from what you've seen in the stands. Obviously, you guys come running out of the shell. Nobody's tripped yet, but what have you seen, in glimpsing in the stands, and how the crowds have gotten stronger, if you will, in the last couple of years?
Yeah, of course, like you said, crowds gotten stronger, crowds gotten a lot bigger. I mean, yeah, of course, for my first year here was the COVID season, so nobody was here, but it's been pretty amazing. With every win we get, but also the more plays we make, which we've seen, the more plays we make, the more people come out to support us. And in the last season, we had a lot of people come out to support us for like Ohio State game, Northwestern games. There's been local companies around, and also the student body has come. So I mean, we appreciate our fans, we always do, and so I mean, they're great. Yeah.
On a similar note, how helpful is it to start the season with three straight games here in College Park?
You know, we need it. We need it. You know, that 12th man aspect. You know, you get your crowd on your side. You know, if we have the first 3 weeks, if we come out 3-0, that's great. That's outstanding. That's what you want. So we need to, you know, make the most of this opportunity. You know that the fans are here for us, and we need to, you know, make them happy. You feel me? Put on the show.
Bruce.
Yeah, your running mate, Dante Trader, has he changed at all since the season of lacrosse?
Yeah, he's got a lot bigger. You know, he's like, well, not necessarily from lacrosse, but from last year, he's definitely swelled up a bit. But no, I mean, you could tell how much love for the game he has. You know, even during the lacrosse season, he come lift with the football team in the mornings at 6 a.m. I don't know why, but that's what he does. So you could tell how much he loves the game. He's always he's always watching film, and you know, he's grown as a leader. You know, in the spring, he didn't have much time to be a leader for the football team because he was with the lacrosse team most of the time trying to win a championship. And you know, I think as a leader in the past couple of weeks over camp, he's shown who he is, and you know, gaining a lot of respect for that. So yeah.
Oliver.
Hey, Beau. You've been talking a lot about how the team's improved and how excited you guys are, but for you personally, last year you were fantastic. And where do you think your biggest area of personal growth has been since you've been here in College Park, now being one of the leaders on defense? Where do you think you've grown the most as a player?
Yeah, so I feel like one of the biggest things that I wanted for this off season was for the team to get better and team to succeed, so we can succeed in the season. So I mean, I think my leadership role has increased a lot, especially me being more vocal. I feel like that was a big thing with, you know, all the seniors that left. We had a lot of linemen that were vocal last year who left, like me and Mo. And then, you know, of course, we got JB and Banks who also left. So we had a lot of guys that left the defensive side. So I had to bring that, you know, more vocal aspect to it, and I had to bring some guys along with me, and that was a big thing I felt like I had to do. No problem.
Thanks, Beau.